Avengers Endgame is a once-in-a-generation event and is now shattering box office records around the world.
Hang on!
Avengers Endgame, rated PG-13, now playing.
So, Avengers Endgame came out technically on Friday, but most people have already seen it. It grossed $1.2 billion in the first 5 days, which is freaking awesome. So, careful for spoilers if you haven't watched it yet. So, what is poppin' YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers Endgame. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that bell button and subscribe. We are currently giving away the Hasbro Infinity Gauntlet that I've showed off on my Instagram quite a lot at Warstu and also on this YouTube channel. And also, we are giving away a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X if or when we ever hit 100,000 subscribers, which would be absolutely insane. So careful for spoilers. I don't want to ruin your life. So, did we get Hulk versus Thanos rematch during Endgame? No. I've noticed in my comment section, a lot of people are very upset with Thor's story and Hulk's story. So essentially, the biggest problem that I had with Hulk and what a lot of other people had with Hulk is that, kind of like the Xandar Power Stone scene from Infinity War, we didn't get to see Hulk and Banner merge into Professor Hulk. Rather, they just told about it whilst sitting down, having some food, chilling 5 years later when Hulk's out and literally is Hulked out the whole movie. So it's like he's just Hulk now and isn't Banner. Obviously, Professor Hulk was in the movie, but they didn't even call him Professor Hulk. So essentially, what ruined Professor Hulk in this movie was just like what ruined Thanos in Avengers Infinity War. If you remember, in Avengers Infinity War, Thanos was absolutely fine. He was hit by Stormbreaker. Boom, snaps his finger. And then the gauntlet is decimated. Exactly. And then obviously he's injured. We see at the start of Endgame, he's still injured. Then Thor goes for the head and snaps his head off. Well, breaks his head off. That is the exact same thing that happened to Hulk in this movie. Hulk said because of the gamma ray, he's almost built to wield the gauntlet. He's absolutely fine when he puts the gauntlet on. It's looking like it's slightly hurting him a little bit. Then he snaps his finger and then it like literally hurts him and nearly takes his arm out. And then for the rest of the movie, Hulk is pretty much useless. Because the Russo bros did say when people use the full power of the Infinity Gauntlet, it will change you. It will hurt you physically and mentally. So essentially, didn't kill Hulk, but it might as well done because the Hulk is useless. He was useless throughout the whole movie, which is such a shame because there's so many people that have commented on this YouTube channel about wanting to see Hulk versus Thanos rematch, but we never got that, and that was one of the most disappointing things about this movie because this could be one of the last times we do see Hulk. Now, we do know they aren't allowed to do a Hulk solo movie, hence why they had a 3-part story starting with Thor 3, going to Infinity War, and ending in Endgame. Yes, Mark Ruffalo does have one contract, I guess you could say, left to play the Hulk, but I can't see it coming anytime soon because they can't exactly throw him in with the Guardians of the Galaxy because it's like the Asgardians of the Galaxy now and Thor's there. It wouldn't really make any sense. So did they ruin the Hulk character? No. But the fans, they were happy that we got Professor Hulk. They hid him so well in the marketing. But then he wielded the gauntlet, snapped his fingers, brought everyone back that was dusted. Obviously Spider-Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, etc. Which was awesome. But I just feel like we were robbed of Hulk in this movie because there was so much hype about World Breaker Hulk, World War Hulk coming into this movie. And realistically, we didn't get any of that. I mean, there's even a scene in the movie where Hulk is now taking selfies. It's kind of funny when they want Ant-Man. Ant-Man wants them to have a selfie with him and they don't want to, which is pretty funny. There is some pretty cool, funny moments. They turned Hulk into a bit of a joke in this movie, but I understand, obviously, because his arm got taken out by wielding the Infinity Gauntlet, he can't actually do much. So a lot of people did miss this, but if you do go watch the movie again, the scene where Hulk is taking a selfie, just before they come and ask, there's a lady sat down outside reading her newspaper, and that is none other than 13 Reasons star Katherine Lange 4. sword. Now, I understand a lot of people went into this movie thinking that she was going to be Hawkeye's daughter or playing Morgan Stark herself. But no, guys, I know they made a lot of hype online. A lot of people were talking about who is she going to play. A lot of artists made some pretty cool artwork. But there you go. If you go and watch it, that's her in the movie. I'm 100% sure it is definitely her. But the main difference between Hulk wielding the Infinity Gauntlet and Thanos wielding the Infinity Gauntlet is when Hulk went to wield it, every single stone was on there for the first time of him actually putting it on, compared to when Thanos did it, he was individually putting each stone on, and then the next stone, the next stone, the next stone. And you got to understand, Thanos is a badass. He is a higher being. He's technically celestial. He will be part of the Eternals movie in some capacity. As Josh Brolin recently said, he hasn't got a deal where he's locked into 7. It's movie to do on a movie to movie to movie to movie basis, which is pretty interesting. And that is why at the end of the movie, when Tony Stark stole all the stones out of Thanos' gauntlet, obviously the Stark gauntlet, that it literally killed him instantly because it can't be wielded by a human being. Now, most people like you and me, I predicted that Tony Stark would wield it, but I also thought Captain Marvel or Thor would be the ones to wield it, because essentially Thor's a god. She essentially gets her power source from an Infinity Stone, so it would have made a lot more sense for them to wield it. But it is pretty funny in a way that every single plot leak had a bit where Hulk was going to lose his arm. Although he didn't actually lose his arm, he essentially did lose his arm because he was pretty much useless after that. So it is interesting, the power levels between Hulk and Thanos, but it's such a massive shame that there was no fight between them in this movie. Realistically made no sense, but as they got the gauntlet pretty early into the movie, it does make a lot of sense. But at least we got to see Hulk smash. Well, at least we got to see the other version of Hulk back in New York, in the New York scene when he did Hulk smash. At least we got to see some variation of Hulk fighting, which was very disappointing. But at least it shows potentially in the future, if they can get the rights off Universal, or if they can come to terms with Universal again to use the Hulk character, that maybe we will get to see Professor Hulk properly. Now, this is no by means confirmed or verified. That is why I won't be putting this in the title. But there is rumors going around the internet that Hulk could be getting his own Disney streaming service, just like everyone else. But I'm not really sure about this one because it sounds really cool. Hulk is so popular, but Disney does not own the full rights to the Hulk. I'm pretty sure it's Universal. Correct me down below if I'm wrong. But yeah, Hulk getting his own streaming service TV show would be pretty badass. But essentially, it's the biggest mystery of Endgame. Not where is Loki, but why did they make Hulk so weak in this movie? They spent a whole movie trying to get Bruce and Hulk to become friends again and to trust each other and all that kind of stuff. It was trying to Hulk out. I mean, even in the Wakanda scene, he tried to Hulk out. He nearly Hulked out. And then we get a full 2 hours at least of him being Hulk, but he's depowered due to wielding the Infinity Gauntlet and snapping his finger. That he was useless. They might have well not have given us Professor Hulk. Very, very disappointed with this part of the movie. Hopefully there is some explanation that comes out at some point from the Russo bros, or even better, the screenwriters that are actually more involved, because they actually write the movie. I don't like it how the directors get all the credit from, really. It's the screenwriters that should get the credit. I really want an explanation on why we didn't get any Hulk in either movie. What's the point of giving the fans Hulk if he's not going to be fighting? I mean, I understand why Thanos smashed him in the first movie, because they wanted to show you how powerful the Mad Titan is. But to not give us any Hulk where he's fighting properly in a 3-hour movie made absolutely no sense. Yes, we got a load of emotional scenes with Hulk, but we didn't get any fighting scenes with Hulk during this whole movie. Everyone wanted Thanos versus Hulk rematch. At least we kind of got the Thor rematch, kind of. But for me, Thanos, I'm going to make a different video about this, but Thanos seemed a lot more powerful in this movie. I mean, he took the full power of Stormbreaker and Mjolnir, or Thor's hammer, and it didn't really touch him. Why was the 2014 variation of Thanos stronger than the actual Thanos, which made absolutely no sense? But like always, guys, let me know everything you think about the video down below. Were you upset about what happened to Hulk? Do you agree with me in terms of what happened to Hulk? Wielding the Infinity Gauntlet, snapping his fingers, basically ruined his whole story arc in this movie, which is going to be hard to get over that because we're never going to get Hulk versus Thanos again unless there's some alternate deleted scenes or something like that. Hopefully there will be on the Blu-ray that does come out in August. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you in that next video very soon. Catch ya later.